do your own meditation on certain things and events so that you can really get a clear understanding and overstanding about these times that we're in, what you need to do to prepare, and what's truly happening on this on this plane of existence that we call Earth, aka Kai, aka Gaia, who is now transcending to Tara. So follow me. So before doing my own research and meditation on this topic, and just going to some external source, which you should never do, which I had to learn the hard way about, for my information, always go within, because nobody can ever teach you anything that you can't learn or teach yourself, okay? They say, don't go look at the black sun, First of all, we need to realize what an eclipse really is. They taught us, and if you go Google what happens in an eclipse, they're going to tell you some bullshit, okay? They're going to tell you some lies. They're going to say that the moon comes between the earth and the sun, and you're going to see the moon pass in front of the sun, blah, blah, blah. No. Okay, the moon is not even relatively the same size as the sun. We have multiple suns, okay, in this atmosphere. We have multiple planetary bodies in this atmosphere that we can see, okay? The moon and the sun are the ones that we see most of the time. But these times that we are in now, we have to understand that we are seeing different suns, okay? And we have several different suns, and these suns exist for us, and they come around in specific times in the universe, and that's when we can see it on this planet. So what we're about to see and experience on April 8th is the black sun is going to be coming in front of the sun that we know now as the golden sun, the white sun, okay? Now, our ancestors talked about the black sun. It's written in the pyramid. They have things about the black sun. There's so much information out there about the black sun. Go do your own research on the black sun so that you can truly get an understanding of what it is that we're about to experience. But I'll give y'all a breakdown on what my spirit perceived it all as. So they teach us about our solar system, right? They teach us that there's different planets in our solar system. We have like 12 different planets, right? But y'all got to understand that every planet holds its own consciousness, just like Earth holds her own consciousness. This is why it's called Mother Earth, and this is why Earth goes through transitions and awakening periods like we're doing right now. So Mercury, what they taught us, is a planet in our solar system, is actually an alchemist. If you don't know what alchemy is, it's like the process of taking dark and transmuting it into light by using your power. So this is like taking a negative situation and always seeming to find the positive out of it, turning a negative into a positive all the time. People who do that are alchemists. So the planet Mercury is actually an alchemist. It's an alchemistry. This is why every time they tell us that Mercury is in retrograde, it affects our energy down here a lot, because we're actually having to face a lot of our dark energy and become alchemists with Mercury working with us to get us to the light again. You get what I'm saying? This is why a lot of times during the Mercury retrograde, you go through a lot of tests within your spirit and your soul, because it's all connected. I keep telling y'all that we as beings are connected to these planets. We're connected to the stars. We're connected to the universe. We are the universe, and we are connected. So y'all have to understand that this black sun that we're about to see is the planetary body that they call Mercury. And that is what is about to pass in front of our sun on April 8th. Now, this is where it gets good for us. So the black sun actually illuminates the Hyperborea. What is the Hyperborea? It is the highest northern atmosphere of the planet, the North Star. Didn't they say that Jesus is connected to the North Star? Jesus being enlightened beings. Hello, the collective consciousness is all becoming enlightened right now. Are y'all following me? I told y'all this is the return of Christ. Y'all have to understand what that means. It's all spiritual. It's not it's physical because we're having the physical experience, but it is all spiritual. They told y'all in a physical way that made y'all think that we were going to be hearing trumpets and seeing, angels and seeing this white man come up out the sky. It is not going like that, but I'm about to tell y'all how it's going to get for us. In Greek mythology, and a lot of our ancestors in the ancient times, they would refer to this black sun as the smoky god. Y'all got to understand, it's not an evil thing. It's not a negative thing. So please don't attach any fear to it. Ever heard of the Northern Lights? And y'all see all that green energy that's in the air? That comes from the black sun. See, the black sun's carrier is the Aurora Borealis. Y'all gotta look up all these names. I did research. I'm telling y'all some real shit, real facts right now. And so this Aurora Borealis, it travels through the ether. Ether is like the atmosphere, the energy on this planet. And it weaves reality based on the collective intent. So remember when I told y'all in previous videos that the collective's intent right now is to heal. We are collectively choosing to heal. We are collectively choosing to manifest what would be our heaven on earth rather than be surviving and living in this fucking hell realm that's been created for us. We are waking up and we are choosing to heal collectively. So April 8th, when this black sun comes, that is what is going to be weaved into our consciousness and into our atmosphere energetically. That is the energy that this black sun is bringing. The fact that we are all collectively as a consciousness on this planet, the consciousness of this very planetary body itself, okay? This realm, whatever you want to call it, because a lot of people like to say we're not on a planet. Okay, well, this realm, wherever the fuck you want to say that Earth is, okay? Whether it's flat, whether it's, whatever you believe, okay? It has a consciousness and it is evolving, just like we are evolving in our consciousness as a collective. So that is what's going to be weaved. That is the new reality that we're all going to be feeling energetically. That is what this eclipse is going to bring. This is why there are spiritualists that are in mainstream right now, in the media right now, that are telling people don't go look at this black sun. They are not with us, they're against us. Y'all got to understand, they are working for these higher ups, for the government, for the industry, for whoever it is. And that's what they're doing. They're putting out truth with a little bit of misinformation just to keep you kind of fearful. Like, and my apologies to anybody who's seen my video about the solar eclipse before, because I was telling y'all not to go look at that black sun. Get out there and soak up that energy, okay? But y'all don't have to look at it. You're going to feel it regardless. You're going to experience it regardless. Every time there is an eclipse, and every time there's ever been any eclipse, that's the name that they've given it. That's what that's doing. You know what I'm saying? Earth is constantly evolving. That's what the process is on this, in this realm, is to constantly evolve and ascend. You know what I'm saying? Your soul is supposed to ascend here. And we've been so disconnected that they've been having us so distracted by working and, living in this damn matrix and all the social media. And before even social media, there was, having to work, having to pay taxes, having to take care of the kids, being influenced by these celebrities that they give spotlights and that they give money to, and, living in fear, and, the way that they made the Bible created, so people are scared of God, people are scared of themselves, not realizing that they are God. And, it's just been a whole lot of disconnection from our true consciousness so that they can keep control over us. But that is all going to end, because now we are at a point where we have finally evolved enough as a consciousness to be able to collectively ascend. And it's already been written that this would be the time period in which that would happen. So y'all got to understand, everything is already written. We already won. That's why I keep telling people there is no spiritual warfare. That is just war programming that they want to keep into your mind, making you believe that they actually have a chance against what's coming. And they have no chance. There's no chance in heaven that they will ever be able to undo what is already written by the divine source and the powers that be. Okay, y'all got to understand that. So, like I said, with this eclipse that's coming, basically a new reality is going to be, experienced by all of us collectively, because we are choosing to heal. So we're going to be feeling that within the energy, the atmosphere, your life. You're going to be feeling love. You're going to be feeling abundance. You're going to be feeling healing. You're going to be, connected and attracting nothing but healing. Literally, this is the time period that everything was written about, and we're existing in it. We are experiencing it. So I hope that you guys all feel as honored and excited and, just blissed to be here, baby, because this is a time to be alive, a live source of energy. Oh.
This is where you start from, our Milky Way. And each point tells you this is where it's at. In all three star maps that I know of.
Well, could the ET star map relate to the portal jumps?
That's what I'm thinking.
Portal jumps between magnetic field anomalies on Earth, multiple universes, multiple dimensions, multiple timelines, and matter worlds. Is that what this black sun pattern on the thick black basalt doors in Antarctica means? Did the humanoid intelligence that built these 6 huge structures covering 62 acres each in Antarctica deliberately mark their huge self-activating doors with the 12-arm symbol and star map because the information was their signature and their key to a galactic portal network?
We're looking at the sun again this morning. Today's date is March the 24th, 2024. I captured this on March the 20th at 7 a.m. And the time now is almost 8 o'clock. And we have the sun looking like this again. Again, there's a planet underneath it. We're here in Lower Alabama. Sorry, guys, trying to zoom in. And it's still pulsating really strongly like it was the other day. So yeah, I'm trying to zoom in, you guys, to see how it's still pulsating. And it's even pulsating like this even to the naked eye. Trying to get it closer. Sorry, you guys. I'm zooming in and zooming out trying to get it. There we go. And my son...
There's a lot of our people, man, at that North Pole that's never left the presence of the black sun. This gamma radiation energy that they've been absorbing for generations to generation. Some of our people are so big, 25 feet tall, strong as hell, super saints. And nothing stopped them. Just not the U.S. is really scared because a lot of us share the same genetics with these beings from the inner earth, the Elohim. And so when that black sun rises, it basically just gives back that power that we once used to have. And of course, from there on, millions of super saiyans on the surface.
This is the black sun. It's called the black. Now, that particular part there is called the black sun. Right up there, you'll see a particular reptilian demon. You see a screw. It represents the Kundalini. That reptilian demon that you see is the Kundalini in you. But you also see a demon called a Karmazon. It's the holy demon. Now, what is it? You go into your Godhead. Your Kundalini is rising you to take you through the gateway, which is the black dot. But you have a lower nature. The lower nature likes it here. It wants to stay around. You understand? It's going to do everything to keep you from going up. So therefore, it makes everything in your outside world seem impossible so you'll get off the path. Oh, shit, I ain't got no money. All this, all that. You see what I'm saying? Because the lower nature really wants to get through. Once you see you rise, the lower nature says, well, hell, I'm going to try to go too. That's your ego. You want to take all the foolishness with you. You understand what I'm saying? All the jealousy, all the envy, all the petty stuff. It's sitting over the doorway. It is ready to devour anything that is not pure to get through. So what it does, it kills the lower nature, so only the higher nature rises through the stargate. And you go to your Godhead and you become God again. You understand where I'm coming from?
Telling you right now, something is not right about this eclipse. This is the path that it will take, and it will cross over with the eclipse that we had in 2017, making an X on the country. Now, right there in the crosshairs, right there, is a town called Maconda, Illinois. Let's talk about it. So this is a better look at the direct path of totality that the solar eclipse will take. Right there by Carbondale, where the X meets, is Maconda. Just as a fun fact for Shiggles, this has never happened in the United States. We have never had 2 solar eclipse paths cross over on one town. So this is a pretty big fucking deal. Maconda really isn't that big of a deal. It has a population of like 500 people, and it's known as a hippie town in Illinois. Now, what I did find interesting is that there is a giant city-state park inside of Maconda. Are we waking up giants? Now, Maconda translated to South African, it means little ones. Are we the little ones and they're the big ones coming when the eclipse happens? Now, maybe I'm wilding out. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe there's nothing to this. But if I am just wilding out and there is nothing to this,
Why have they already predicted a historical chance of cloud coverage on the day of the solar eclipse? Since when do they predict cloud coverage 2 months in advance? That shit's suspicious. The fact that this hasn't ever happened before is suspicious. The fact that there is a giant city-state park right outside Sewanee National Forest, which is known for Bigfoot sightings, is suspicious. So are the clouds a attempt to hide the eclipse from us so that we don't see what happens in the shadows? Because let me remind you, this total solar eclipse will last for 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
At the beginning of the video, he shows a CD or a disc. He immediately draws the geometric shape of an oblate spheroid. We can see how he separates the oblate spheroid with a disc that has a hole in the center. Then, below, he draws a circle with a swastika inside and immediately paints it completely black. From this black circle, rays come out and 3 rays pass through the hole in the center. Below he writes, still, one of the possible meanings of this black circle may be the black sun. He draws reliefs on the edge of the hole and writes North Pole. And above this hole inside what would be the celestial vault, he draws a star, the polar star or Polaris. He marks 2 points and connects them in a circle and writes equator. He draws 2 lines that go down from the polar star to the 2 points. The lines form a triangle. He highlights 2 of the rays coming out of the black sun and also forms a triangle, but vice versa. And he writes, as above so below. It's one of the 7 principles of Hermes Trismegistus. It appears on the Emerald Tablet and then in the Kybalion. He erases the intersections and draws the sun and moon. And he makes a gesture of rotation. He draws 2 arrows to show the distance of the moon and the sun. Both are 3,300 miles or 5,310 kilometers away. Then he measures the diameter of the sun and moon, being the same with a diameter of 32 miles or 51 kilometers. He draws continents on the surface and on the other side as well. He points both sides and writes, saying. Below he writes Summerland.
Okay, y'all see this right here. He wrote same, alright? And what he did was he put land below and land above, which means that there is the opposite of the sun and the moon here. There's a black sun. He's saying that at the bottom of this realm, it's the same, but it's like a different dimension, a different reality. But it's a black sun. You see what y'all see that? He said it's the same. So at way at the top of this realm, but at the bottom of this realm, he says it's the same. All right.
He draws rays coming out of the black sun and writes Northern Lights. The center of the drawing is equal to the Mason symbol, which is a square and a compass. He points out the ray coming out of the black sun toward the moon, and then he erases the face of the moon.
Good. That black sun.
He makes signs explaining that the sun doesn't light up the moon. Who does it is the black sun.
Didn't I say the other day? I talked to you all about the sun, the moon, and told you all about how it was the black sun that illuminates the moon, and it's the black sun that illuminates the sun as well. You understand? All right, this is a excellent video for such information.